Andor ratings and the episode 7 breakdown, except for we don't have it. Star Wars Andor ratings are in the gutter. They are worse than Boba Fett. An audience trending chart reveals that Andor is at the bottom, like the way, way bottom. According to new analytics, the ratings for Star Wars series Andor on Disney Plus look to be in the gutter and are much worse than that of the book of Boba Fett. While Disney never releases specific numbers, which should tell you everything, and Samba TV has even stopped reporting data since it last reported numbers for Amazon's Ring of Power. Parrot Analytics has released a chart of audience demand where Andor is down at the very bottom. What are your thoughts on this?
There we go. There's a reason why it's at where it's at. And it's in my opinion, it's mostly because Andor was a secondary character on a prequel type of movie. I mean, so it's not like this is a solo movie about like Obi-Wan Kenobi. So people are saying, are focusing on the fact that, well, you know, he wasn't the main focus. So how exciting could we get about Andor? And I get that. I don't because I don't know Andor. I don't get too excited every week to catch it like at 2:00 in the morning. I'll catch it the next day, or if not the next day after that. But every time I watch the latest episode, it's great, and it's 100% exactly what everybody out there in the fandom, those fandom, like the ones that are ruining the Star Wars community out there have always been bitching about. Star Wars needs to be more gritty. Star Wars needs to be more this. Star Wars needs to be more that. Then the second you get that, then it's like, I want a Jedi. Where's the Force? Where's the this? Where's that? There's always something to complain about. So it seems like that formula that was always in place before obviously got the butts in the seat, because the second you got the wars part of Star Wars, there's something else to complain about. Where's a Wookiee? You know, some bullshit like that. What do you think?
So is it like the true Star Wars fans are loving it, like the real?
I'm not gonna say it like that, because that's what the fandom
like
minutes are saying.
Or like the deep fans?
Like people who consider themselves, if you like Jar Jar Binks, then you're not a real fan. No, I don't do that.
I mean like people who are deep into it. Like, I've read everything. I watch.
I feel like
they're the ones
I feel like
I love
they.
this.
Yes, I feel like people who. I feel like fandom community who wants to experience something different, who wants to take a chance on something, or who's been the ones complaining that we want to get gritty again, make it feel like the way it used to feel back when, or practical effects. I feel like they are saying that they love this. And if guys in the chat room, if you agree, let me know. But I feel like the community that just likes to complain about every little thing, this is woke, that's Brie Larson, whatever the hell they want to do, they're just anything that they can find to pick something apart. Because what I was saying earlier about how this is a secondary character that was from a spinoff, and so people are not too excited about going to see this character, you got to take this into consideration. Who knew? I mean, you knew of the Mandalorians from like the cartoons and stuff like that, and from the lore of whatnot with Boba Fett and everything like that. But who the hell is the Mandalorian? Nobody knew this person. This person was brought to our attention for the first time through Disney Plus. So this whole idea, at least you got something previously from a previous movie, and then you're still getting that gritty, dirty the wars part of Star Wars, where people are being oppressed and occupied and things like that, that you guys have been saying that you've wanted. So I don't understand why the ratings are so low. But at the same time, look at me. I didn't stay up at 2:00 in the morning to watch it. It premiered on Wednesday. Wednesday past midnight? It's Thursday, and I gotta watch it tonight. And maybe I won't. Depends on if she gives me that look. Then I'm not gonna catch it. So I can't call it. I don't know, man. So I was gonna have a review up, but none of us have caught up to it yet. So we're part of the problem. The two people that was on the panel that was supposed to be here to review it, we weren't even ready. So that goes to show you. That's probably why the ratings are so low. So, but like I said, every time I watch it, and I'm thinking, am I getting tired of this? No, it gets it's building every. This feels like it should be on HBO Max or on Showtime. It feels that gritty. I feel like I'm watching like a NC was 14 rating, a more mature type of rating type of a show. I don't feel like if I see a Wookiee, I feel like I'm gonna be out of place. If I see any Muppet, I don't think I can't speak for this current episode. But I haven't seen that yet. None of them. I haven't seen a Muppet yet. A practical effect puppeteer. I haven't seen that yet. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I've seen that yet. But we'll figure it out, guys, on why are you letting the Star Wars community down? Why do you suck so bad? Watch the damn show; it's good. And then I'm talking to myself too. Chris, get off your ass. Watch the damn show because the ratings are down, and I feel like this show deserves better than what we're giving it. All right. And with that being said, we're done with the reviews part of the show. Oh, no, we're still on reviews. We're still on reviews. We got one more topic to go over.
Black Adam, just I guess.
Oh yeah, so guys,
we haven't watched it yet,
Black Adam is coming up. Me and Joy are gonna go watch it tomorrow. Like I said, unless she gives me that look, I'm not gonna. Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't leave the house. Maybe, but here, let's talk about the reviews here. Black Adam is out today, so go out in the theaters. But it's not receiving the love and the attention that Warner Brothers thought it was going to get. Probably because it took 50 years to make this damn movie. This movie was announced back in when The Rock was probably still wrestling, and it's just now coming out. 35 years later. Rock had hair when he first was pushing for this movie. He said,
I saw he made a post and I was like, is that real or is that a joke?
I mean, what?
He was like, this is me whenever I heard I was going to be in Black Adam, and it was like a really young picture.
Yeah, when he even more looked like Black Adam. But now we got a bald Black Adam because I guess Rock wasn't going to wear that wig. I think he should have. He had that little, and also he just doesn't have the ears, so that's another reason why. Maybe. But I'm gonna try to pull it up real quick because what I wanted to do was I had a whole bunch of things I wanted to go over, but since we had the internet problem, now I'm gonna speed through. But I wanted to read a few of the reviews. And I found it. Good. I have it up. Great. That were coming out from Rotten Tomatoes. So let me put my glasses back on. I don't like wearing my glasses while I do the show. But some of these reviews. So right now, as of now, it's at 52%. No, let me refresh this. Let me see what's at right now. It's at 45%, guys. It went down. I had it at 52% a second ago. The second I hit refresh, 45%. Check this out.
But it says audience score 88.
88% audience score. So the people, and he is the people's champ. The people like it. But wait, did you like Cheeto in a room?
He's in our bedroom.
He's in our bedroom? Good, that's funny. All right, yeah. So you might hear a cat screaming to be saved, but he's fine. He's fine. He knocked out our live stream before, and that's why he's being locked in the room now.
I mean, I don't know. This may be one of those things that it's like people who know the actual storyline or where it comes from, are really into that, may not be as big of fans as just the general public who has no idea what's going on. They may just go watch and be like, oh, it was entertaining.
Well, as far as the comic book community, he's connected to Shazam. He comes from the same, he was that missing chair that was in the Shazam. So, and Shazam did pretty well in the anticipation of will Superman come in? All this excitement.
For example, like the Suicide Squad that had Will Smith and everything in it.
Right.
People that were really into that, fans knew the background, knew the characters, knew the thing. Were like, I don't care for it. They didn't represent him well. Mm-hmm. It wasn't what I thought. Wasn't what I wanted. But people who don't have anything to do with, don't know the comic books, don't read it, were more a fan, oh, it was entertaining, it was fun.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
But they're not, they don't know anything about the characters or, what other people, I don't know if that's why it's the audience score has got a better score because, you get people maybe,
People just want to go out and see The Rock.
and
They
they're
want
like,
to have
oh,
fun.
it was fun, it was good, I like it or whatever. Whereas people who are really following the story are like,
People are equated to an old school 90s action. So, sometimes people just want to zone out and rock out with the rock out. Have some fun with that. But the early reviews are in, so let's read a little bit of these real quick before we chime out because it's already about to be a 30-minute show. And I know you navigators hate when we go over. So I'm not going to read full reviews. I'm just going to read these little blurbs real quick. So here's a rotten one from Kyle Smith from Wall Street Journal. Black Adam is a 6 aspirin what's that? Cacophony of pounding music. Cacophony of pounding music. Exploding fireballs, low IQ, bandage, and laughable plot twists. Mr. Johnson, forsaking his primary skill of playing a gentle lug, spending the movie with an unconvincing scowl. I think his mean mug is pretty good, man. This dude, tell me how you really feel. That's a top critic bashing on it. Help me out with the next one from Adam.
it's a credit to the lowered expectations of DC that Black Adam, while incoherent for large swaths of its runtime and totally all over the place, isn't a complete disaster.
So there you go. It isn't a complete disaster. It's a touch of a disaster, a little bit. Let's continue down the center here from Neil Minos. Black Adam does not have a clear idea of where its title character should fall on the spectrum from anti-hero to hero, and he is tamped down emotionally from most of it, which means we get only glimpses of Johnson's limited charm. Now, I feel like that seems like a fair criticism. If you don't know where you are, is he a hero? Is he trying to find? But I thought that was what the trailer was saying. That he's an anti-hero or villain kind of a person that doesn't give a damn about killing and whatnot. And I guess the other characters who are heroes are trying to pull him into a more righteous path. You know what this sounds like to me? The same kind of criticisms that they gave Brie Larson when she gives no energy. She's this and she's that, which is what the point of the character was. She was brainwashed. She was this and that and the other. So, like I said, we can't call it because we haven't seen it yet. But what you got?
I don't even want to admit.
Whose critic is it? What critic?
Mick LaSalle.
Mick LaSalle.
I don't even want to admit that it's an actual movie, but assuming that it is the worst of the year and one of the worst that I've ever seen.
Damn.
Wow. He was not a fan at all.
Who gave it a good review? That's what I want to see. Who gave it a good review?
Did anybody like it?
Did anybody like it? Let's see. There's a fresh right here. Jeremy Johns. Hey, Jeremy Johns. Jeremy Johns said the fun of this movie is Dwayne as Black Adam whipping out baddies with no remorse whatsoever, but still doing it with some sense of a moral code. Okay. I mean, that's I wouldn't consider that a review. That's more of a, this is what you'll see when it starts.
Kyle Wilson underneath says, Black Adam has big issues and all the shortcomings of a superhero origin, but survives on non-stop action and the colorful, endearing cast performances.
Okay. That's a great, and this one, let me read another good one before we get to the mini bad ones. Big brother Aaron was at Newworth says, for all the Black Adam seriousness, it still managed to get by as an occasionally goofy comic book movie. Okay, 6 out of 10. So there you go. All right, now let's get to the funny ones. Mel Valentin says, seemingly exists to keep visual effects companies busy or set up the inevitable next entry and the superhero punch up to end all superhero punch-ups until the next superhero punch-up, of course. That was some word salad right there. David Sims, regardless of viewers' needs or desires, they've ended up with Black Adam, an expensive-looking shrug that conforms to the trademark dullness of all of Johnson's next efforts.
Ooh.
So yeah, that one was that's a gut punch, and that one's from one of the top critics right there. So overall, and we'll get more opinions on it as well. So we're gonna go see this tomorrow. What is this? How do you feel about what you're seeing right here? Does it deter you at all?
I mean, I'm hoping that at least I'm probably not the bet like one that's going to look for super critical.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as it's a fun ride, then
Is that what I say to you every night?
then I'm fine with it. I mean, because I'm probably not the greatest critic, because a lot of times, if the movie is just a good fun time, then I'm fine. I'm good. I don't need to necessarily have super in-depth plot and whatnot.
And we're catching up. So we're on the Black Adam early reviews topic right now. Like we said before, none of us have seen Black Adam yet. There were some screenings I didn't get a chance to go to any of them. So we're gonna go to them tomorrow. But Gio, what do you think about the fact that let me show you again. Let me go back. The early reviews are in from Rotten Tomatoes. When I had the screen, let me go full mass right here. When I had the screen up before, it said Black Adam was at 52%. And then when I hit refresh, it is now at 45%, but an 88% Rotten score. What do you think? Does this do anything for your anticipation to the upcoming Black Adam movie? And welcome back to the show, Mr. Giovanni.
Hello. I just want to know, why the audience loves it so much, but the critics, half of them are not digging it.
I answered that before. I said because he's the people's champ. He is the people's champ. This movie is for the people.
And that's the Rock. He just wants to entertain,
right.
And how long has he had this idea for? He's had this idea for
since he first was signed to the WWE. I don't know,
like
1995. I don't know. It was first announced in 2009, 2013 or something.
Yeah, I heard
that.
it's been developed for over 10 years.
Yeah,
and I will see it this weekend for sure.
Yeah,
because
we're gonna go see it tomorrow.
Yeah, but I have no doubt that Dwayne Johnson just wants to make an entertaining film. I'm not sure story-wise or all that, but I don't know why it's getting such bad reviews. But then I saw online Black Adam is getting so many bad reviews. I would look on Google and it's getting good reviews. I'm like, are people just trolling? What's going on?
I brought up that the whole idea when Captain Marvel was first getting trolled and where people were complaining about how one of the reviews that we read earlier was that it was something about the way he's trying to navigate between him being a hero versus being anti hero, and his emotions aren't coming out the way we're used to seeing The Rock do his things. But I'm like, well, maybe that was in the script, just like with Captain Marvel. She's so emotionalist, she was brainwashed. That was in the script.
Yeah.
So maybe The Rock isn't going to be like, if you smell what the atom is. Maybe he's not going to do that in the beginning of the movie. Maybe when Superman shows up, he'll do it. Who the bloody hell? It doesn't matter how super you are. Maybe he'll do that. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
But I don't expect that in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, because I'm sure he wants to develop his character in the movie. But I also know that with the power of The Rock and the power that he has with his filmmaking, I know he wants to build the DC universe bigger than what it already is right now, right? Before, which is why I've heard now he wants Black Adam to fight Superman, or He wants to create a bigger universe, and I think power of Dwayne Johnson. I think he can do it. Like, there's not anything that he can't do, to be honest.
And with the rumor reels, and it has already been leaked out like heavily, like that, that Superman, is supposed to be in it. I mean, even when there are credible sources who do not like to give spoilers, but it was so heavily revealed that even like Deadline and them, they're like, yeah, well, okay, yeah, he's in it. It was leaked so bad, so to the point where I'm thinking that was also part of the campaign. I'm sure they wanted that to leak because they didn't want to make the same mistake that they made with Justice League. Ooh, is Superman in it? I don't know. Is that a blue cape? Maybe. But no, they don't want, and that totally worked against them. So I'm thinking this time it's like, yeah, he's in it. Okay, stop yelling at us. The same people who bitched about Superman killing in Man of Steel are the same people who were like, bring back Henry Cavill. Like, make up. We were just talking about this with Star Wars, and we'll go back real quick because traffic was a bitch. But any other predictions? Any final thoughts? Or do you want to let me read you exactly what before I move on. I'm gonna go backwards into the topics real quick. Just a 1 minute recap of what we talked about, what you missed. Like, for example, Roger Moore gives it a 1 out of 4 score. Stunningly decorated tedium, as boring as experience as any sentient cinema gore going to have at the movies this year. Cinema goers. I say gorers, my fault. Cinema goers are going to have at the movies this year.
So
Expensive experience, a boring experience as any sentient cinema goer is going to have at the movies this year. Jim, there is so much explanatory narrative going on in Black Adam. The movie sometimes seems like a tutorial. I think I read this earlier before. This is when there isn't a lot of smashing, punching, and characters are being thrown through brick walls just to get up and start punching again. He gave it I don't see a score.
C+.
A C+.
I think they're just saying that the story isn't that good.
Yeah, story, but mostly it's about the story.
Well, and that's what I was telling him. If it's a nice ride, so it's fun, it's exciting, whatever, I'm good. I don't need to have a super in depth like Shawshank Redemption plot.
I feel like these same reviews, you could put these same reviews for any Fast and Furious movie. Like Fast and Furious movies, they don't have a good story, but they're entertaining as hell.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that.
And
who's in it?
and it was The Rock that is, but that's a franchise that was already on kind of limping and on its way kind of out, and then after part 4 and then part 5 happened, and it got a new vibe, new life to it, and The Rock being franchise Viagra helped it out. This is not that. This is him playing the title character, starting off with the first movie. This isn't Shazam 2. This isn't Man of Steel 2 or 3. This is not like that. So,
well, see, you got a nice one there, Julian Little. Black Adam changes the power structure of the DC universe by being a really good superhero movie that should please a wide range of fans, from the diehard to the casual.
See, now that's a critic for the people, by the people, right there.
Without using like confusing words like everyone, all those other negative reviews are.
I do declare that the regimen of this, now to be fair, now some of these critics are probably like they have a history in Hollywood, they went to schools and stuff like that. So I don't bash them too hard like that. But basically, I don't care if you give it a 1 out of 5, but please don't I don't feel like breaking my thesaurus out just to translate it to it sucked. like just say it sucked.
Yeah, just like no, it's boring. That's
but
all you gotta
people
say.
do get paid by letter, so sometimes maybe that's the situation. So guys, overall it doesn't deter me. I want to go see it. I want to see how, because it's going to be a blueprint of how they're going to handle Man of Steel 2 and things like that, and the Superman moving forward.
Yeah.
A future Justice League movie, things like that. Now that you have a Black Adam out there, now that you have a Shazam out there. Hey, when Shazam versus Black Adam versus Superman, when that hopefully happens, Shazam's going to interject the fun, and maybe he'll lose. From what I remember, Black Adam is a very serious. He's like the total opposite personality-wise than The Rock. maybe Shazam can get him to break character a little bit, but like, come on, loosen up. Maybe
Yeah.
that'll be a funny moment, but I don't expect Black Adam to, play pool or basketball with these guys anytime soon. He's pretty much a
No.
cutthroat kind of a dude,
Yeah.
from what I remember from the comic books.
And if he ever faces Superman, like
It's on.
this is going to be a fight that we would obviously want to see on screen.
Right, I would say exactly.
Yeah.
So, guys, let us know what you guys think about Black Adam. The reviews, are they working for you or working against you? Are they making you want to see it more? Are they making you not? Do you not even care about the reviews and things like that? Let us know in the comments below, and maybe we'll talk about it when we go over the comment section real quick. But before we go to the comment section right now, I'll recap what we talked about earlier. So the first topic was, and we had internet issues, like the stream dropped in the middle of it. We had a cat in here that
The kid
disconnected the cable.
Getting a little wild.
So the first topic was Wakanda Forever is expected to hit the box office with they're ranging between 175 to I heard the range was between 175 to 220 opening weekend. What do you think about
How does that compare to Black Panther's opening numbers?
202 million was the original Black Panther in 2018.
Yeah. I expected
That was
it to
its
dip
opening.
because you don't
Okay.
have Chadwick Boseman, but the excitement. But now it's on track to match, or to come under, match, or even exceed the original. On the opening, we're just talking about opening weekend. We're talking about in the top 5. If it cracks 220, it's instantly going to be in the top 5 of all time.
I think it's going to take people a second.
You don't think it's going to crack it the first weekend?
I think
it's going to need people to watch it to say, wow, okay, you guys got to go see this.
Yeah, I think if it's as good as it's actually going to be, I think people are going to wait on it because the whole Chadwick Boseman thing, and that everyone's saying no, he can't be recasted, or yes, he should be recasted, or just have Shuri be the Black Panther. We don't know yet. We just know that. According to Marvel, that he's not getting recasted, and I'm all in favor of a recast. You look at any character that has had a change in actor, that can happen with any character, and most famously James Bond. James Bond has had a change in characters over so many years, and to keep the legacy of T'Challa alive, I'm sure that Chadwick Boseman would want his character to be.
His brother even said that he would have wanted to his character to be to continue on with someone else.
Yeah, and I think that because of the issue behind it, I'm sure there's some people who are like, well, Chadwick Boseman is not in it, so like. I don't know if I'd want to see it without him in it, and I don't know. I feel like I've seen comments all around like, how can you make this movie without him? That's the biggest thing that I've been seeing all around. And if it's a good movie without him, then you're going to have people going back and seeing
That's
it
what
over
I'm like.
and
I
over
think there's
again.
going to be a group of people that are going to wait to see what other people review.
Yeah.
And then be like, okay, now I'll go.
Yeah.
And then the ones who really love it will, especially if it turns out to be really fantastic. Okay, we're going to go see it again because I need to catch it all, and so
I
think
feel
it's
like
going to take a minute.
if it's like that, it'll have like that Top Gun Maverick kind of box office because it was good at first, and then everyone's like, holy crap, like this is actually a really good movie.
Yeah, and
that's
so
why
then
that movie, I just heard it just beat Avengers Infinity War with domestic numbers. Like that is insane.
Yeah. So you feel like it's gonna maybe,
depending on how good it is, because also I've heard that the villain Namor, they changed his whole backstory because he was an Atlantean at first, but
now
Marvel doesn't want to confuse with DC.
Right. So they gave him, they linked him to the Mayans and whatnot, something, or real world kind of history. So that was part of the whole thing. That especially with that community, they were appreciating that he. You're including another a group of people who are not that well represented in movies and putting them out there. So it was. I feel like it was twofold. Yeah, you don't want to confuse it too much with
Aquaman.
Aquaman, even though the
There you
Namor
go.
character's comic book came before Aquaman. A lot of people not. It all depends on who does it best. Like most people, most of the time, it's who's first, but sometimes it's who does it best. So people think that Aquaman came before Namor. Turns out, no, Namor came before Aquaman.
But they
But
still
they're-
change his backstory either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from what I can remember, Aquaman originally wasn't a half Atlantean, half Samoan type of dude. I mean, he was
No, he wasn't. He was just like
just a regular
he was a
white
blonde-haired
dude.
dude.
Yeah, regular white
Yeah.
dude and a half Atlantean.
Yeah.
But with Jason Momoa, now you have a newer direction that you can go with this whole rich culture. I mean, it was perfect almost, and it kind of fit. It made sense because the Samoans it's an island. They live they're islanders, so it was great.
Yeah,
I thought
it
it
makes
fit.
sense
It made
that-
sense, and
yeah.
I feel like it'll make sense with Namor too. That whole Mayan thing. It intrigues me. It just feels like it's a cool new thing that we can see. We also talked about.
Andor.
So I didn't catch up with Andor either. So the thing that we discussed was the fact that Andor has dipped in the ratings.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard.
What are your thoughts about
dropped
that?
in viewership,
Yeah.
but I've heard it's literally from other reviews that it's one of the best
Oh, he
Star Wars
he
shows.
loves it. He
Every
just-
every time I'm thinking that maybe I won't watch it or that I feel like maybe am I one of these viewers that's making the ratings look like it sucks as I'm not watching it on day one? Because every time I watch the episode, it's like it blows my mind. What I complained about earlier was those people out there that was like Star Wars isn't gritty enough. Star Wars isn't back the way it used to be. And now you're getting that. You're getting that with Mandalorian. You're getting that now with Andor. And now look how they're treating it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my question is it because Andor is a secondary character that was on a spin-off type of movie?
Yeah.
Maybe that's but then I'm like, but who the hell was the Mandalorian before the Mandalorian came out?
Yeah, the
I mean, we
Mandalorian-
knew of the lore.
Yeah, the Mandalorian was literally a made-up character.
Yeah.
They made
we
him
knew
up.
of the Mandalorian.
Yeah, the
But this
Mandalorian-
guy, we don't know
Yeah.
anything about him.
Yeah.
At least we had this movie to go by.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. What do you think?
It doesn't make sense to me because if a show is rated that good,
Yeah.
and people are loving it, what's making them stop from watching it? Although I'm guilty too, I haven't caught up.
Yeah.
So
I said the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I said
For
we're
me,
guilty too.
yeah, for me it's like life, happens. I'm busy sometimes, but like.
But there are still those shows where it's like I don't care how busy I am, I'm gonna watch my hot D, the Tits and Dragons, faithfully. I don't care. I'm tired as hell. I'm watching it, but if not that night, the very next day.
every week, Tits and Dragons has some sort of shock value in it. that
But
you're like,
but every week, especially after the second or third episode, every week Andor has been amping it up. I won't spoil you on it because I know you haven't caught up to it, but it's been amping up. Like at the end of the last week's episode, whoa! It was a what the hell did I just watch? Awesome moment. And then I heard that this week and it's been like that for the past 3 or 4 weeks. So it's like, and I said that Andor feels like a show that was made on HBO. Like it feels like an HBO Max type of a show on Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
it's dark.
It's
and
very
gritty.
dark. It's just
Yeah.
like Rogue One, if not
Yeah.
worse. Now, when I say worse, I mean bad meaning good.
Yeah, because when I tell people about Andor, I'm like, if you like Rogue One, you're gonna love this,
Yeah.
And I like that from what I've seen that they expand on Andor, but like in a way that you wouldn't expect because Disney doesn't do this often.
Right.
No, because like when people think about what Disney did to Star Wars, you're like, yeah, they did the sequels.
Right.
They did the other spinoffs. People, I don't know who likes Solo, but
And I thought Solo was good.
yeah.
I liked it. I
And,
liked it.
I haven't
So-
watched any of them.
Jesus Christ.
But I haven't watched any of
Jesus.
them. Not The Mandalorian, not Boba Fett.
Now you know why I've
Well,
delayed.
And I'm not a
we-
hater. I just
We thought we had some
Haven't-
catching up to do.
it's a lot of. It's kind of like the House of Dragon. Like
Hater.
there's a lot to get confused with. Like if they start naming names and stuff, and you're like, I don't know.
House of Dragons does confuse you with them damn names. I'll
don't
give
know
them that.
what
You
is
got two
going
people
on.
named Aegon. What the fuck? What the hell? It's like naming every character John Smith. Like what?
Come up with something else.
Like come up with a new name.
Yeah.
But even though I know the time got thrown off, we're not doing a top a tight 30 this time. But I still want to go to the comment section. So let's go back to what you guys have been talking. Let's catch up to the comment section real quick. Where did I have it? I had the comments up. Let me just go to my screen before so I can figure it out. Here, where's my screen at? Going back in the comment, and I lost the last comment section. I had there was another person in the chat room that, and I think I read it before we lost the stream, but I lost it. Sorry about that. But our online navigator has been keeping us on, keeping the comments going. So here we are for We Got Your Mail. Let's see. Nixon, what are you even talking about? This is when she couldn't hear us. I can't hear you. Never mind, I see.
She's sad that there's only one more Tits and Dragons left.
Only one episode of Tits and Dragons left of the Hot D.
The Hot D.
You'll call it Tits and Dragons.
And we were talking about
Or this last week, foot fetish.
And going back to talking about Andor, I wouldn't say it blows my mind. It honestly doesn't make me want to watch every week, and that's just how some people are feeling. But every time I watch it, I watch something amazing. It's gotten way better. The first episode was hard for me to watch. It took me a minute to kind of like get into it. The second, but I understood what they were doing. I understood why they released the first two.
They were setting up.
Did they release the first 3 episodes on the day one, or first 2 episodes week 1? I think it was first 2.
I think it was first 3.
Verse 3?
Yeah.
And they did that on purpose. Because they said that this is a 12 episode season, but every 3 episodes is its own like pocket little movie like type of like act or something like that. So they gave us that first book, which I think was smart because by the end of that 3rd episode, it was like, wow, that was a good way of ending it. By episode. Last week's episode was that episode 6? Was this is episode 7 that we're on right now, right?
I think so.
Last week's episode ended off, or was that episode 5? It ended off.
And then
really
there's
good.
one premiering tonight, right?
Yeah, it was Wednesday. It was yesterday.
Oh.
As it comes on
there you go.
by midnight on a Wednesday. But it's gotten significantly better and dark and deep. Even just the conversations every episode. So let me see if I can pull up.
The comment that you were looking for, Nixon said, is that whoever was in the other stream,
Can you tell me what he said?
that he liked Black Adam. He must have already seen it.
Oh.
And that he liked it.
It was what was his name? I forgot his name. I'm sure it's still in the chat that last chat that Nixon was in. I'm sorry about that. I lost it because the stream ended and it messed up, so I kind of lost that. Let me see if I can fix this. Where am I? There we go. So on our current comments here, it's mostly Nixon because she's a trooper. Let's see what we got here.
Mad respect.
Let's see. I'm definitely going to. I definitely think you two should go into the movie with an open mind and just take it for what it is. Talking about Black Adam. Yeah, of course. That's what I always do. I always do that with every movie. I never take any of my expectations, even my own expectations. I definitely don't take anybody else's expectations in with me. There are some critics out there who I respect or who are closely in line with where I usually fall, that I might take that. I'll take things into consideration, but I never take their expectations. I never take those expectations. I don't know, but so I'm gonna go in with an open mind. I might have a great time. I maybe, well, you never know with me. I might be like, that fucking sucked, or I might be like, that was the best movie The Rock's ever done. Let's Let's see, Nixon. I don't like wearing my glasses when we do the show. Also,
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm wearing contacts.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say I can't see without mine, so they're not going
It's
anywhere.
with me. It's twofold. Sometimes the light, and I forgot to turn the center light on. Sometimes the light has this big old block that's in my eye. and
He's
then
able to see without his.
I can see without, but I can't read those. Those letters are too small for me to read. I have to squint really hard, or push the skin around on my side of my face to really see it. I see you in the same stream. Wait,
Oh, I can read them all.
I see you in the same stream. Wait, did it?
No, that was when we first got back on.
It connected to the original stream again,
Uh-huh.
or no? It should be two separate videos now. I wish I know how. I've seen some YouTubers be able to get disconnected and then reconnect on the same stream. I don't know how to do that, and if you guys can help me figure that out, I really would appreciate it.
I would love to know too.
Because that's
Yeah.
something that I would love to be able to rectify. Because that would solve a lot of problems. Because now I got to try to figure out how I'm going to edit, this, which I'm guessing this version of it is going to be the main version. And when we on the first stream, it was just the first topic, and then what was the first two topics in the middle of the second
No,
topic?
we didn't get very far.
We didn't get past the first topic, and then it cut out.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about Wakanda Forever, and then it cut out at the very end of that. So that's going to be its own little pocket video, and then this is what you see here in this stream is going to be the main video. So that's some behind the scenes stuff. Now we know better now to have we have a new kitten in the house, so we know better than to have him messing around with those wires.
Yeah.
Because the second he started pawing at it, knocked the whole damn thing off. He's like, "Fuck Black Adam."
You're like, it's all about cats.
The cat is going through some sensitivity training right now. So that was
Yeah,
was
that was a bad movie. Cats.
oh yeah. I went to a press screening for that.
Man, I remember I walked into a theater with Cats showing. I watched the first 15 minutes and then
You walked out.
I walked out. Yes, it was
I stayed.
that bad.
I was a trooper. I watched the whole damn thing.
Kudos to you, man. Holy shit.
I couldn't believe it. Did we go together?
No.
Man, when I
I've
saw
never seen it.
when I saw roaches singing and dancing, I'm like, all right, I'm out.
But
And I love music, but I was like, I don't have an interest.
Yeah, if you
I
love
like
if,
good
whatsoever.
music.
if you like music, then don't watch that movie.
Yeah, I was like,
It was bad, and I never wanted to. I know what an angelical cat is now, and I don't give a shit. But anyway,
They're so jellical, whatever the heck
the
that
jellical
means.
cats, they were
Oh,
talking about
man.
they digitally removed the buttholes out of
Oh
out
yeah,
of
and then
every
people were like,
cat.
release the butthole cut.
Yeah, the butthole cut. And what did they talk about? There was one actress that was like so out of character. You could see her fucking wristwatch. She didn't she didn't get her hands done. She still had her human hands, and her watch was still on or something like that. It was crazy. I'm like,
Release the watch cut.
yeah, it was crazy.
Unfinished CGI, or like, oh, we just forgot to tell our actors to take off their watches.
Yeah, they were like, fuck it.
whoops.
But
Whoopsie.
Nixon's all like, oh my God, let's not get Jellicoe or whatever the hell that was. It's only missing about 7 minutes. Oh yeah, I was probably talking about the other show. But yeah, that's that's the show, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I'll try to fix that up in the editing board. Not only am I a bartender / cook, I'm also a theater geek. All right. Oh yeah, that was and go check out our review of the last episode of Hot D, the House of Dragons. That was a good conversation. She's a bartender, so that whole thing with the characters that was name dropping that drink that's now trending on TikTok, Sagroni or whatever. Nixon
Spagley. A touch of
Staglione. Yeah, Nixon said it way better than I.
Sagioni?
Yeah.
Spagliato.
Spagliato. Yeah, Nixon's probably gonna say it in the chat room and correct. What,
said a touch
like,
of
what's your
Negroni
favorite
and
drink?
Spagliato with-
Sagliato.
With
Sagro-
Prosecco.
With prosecco. I can't do the accent, part, but for some that sound is now trending on TikTok now because the two characters from House of Dragons were interviewing each other, and the question was, "What's your favorite drink of choice?" So Nixon was saying that when that went viral, as a bartender, they were like, they went to work the next day. We need to order this like cases and cases of this drink at least for the next 2 weeks because it's going to be ordered. Trust me on this. And she confirmed it. She's like, yeah, for the whole week. It was like, oh, I want Sagliato and Negroni.
Yeah, see, Negroni Spagliato with Prosecco in it. The
Spagliato.
only thing that I know is Prosecco because it's the wine.
Yeah, I got to make that into a
Yeah,
short.
it's those TV shows that are like really big and they like influence people to go and buy it. Remember when Rick and Morty had that Szechuan sauce?
I've never
How
seen
many-
one episode.
Okay, well,
That's one show that I'm going to do a first time watching on the channel.
okay, because it's good, but like when that came out, people were going nuts
For what?
that Szechuan sauce because
Okay.
that came out like early 2000s, and McDonald's brought it back only because Rick and Morty
Made it popular
so popular.
Didn't that also happen with another franchise? Was it Taco Bell or something like that? Something got discontinued and then.
All our Mexican pizza.
What,
is
Mexican
Yeah,
back.
I think it was. What's her
right
name?
now it's back.
What's her name? We were just talking about her a minute. Doja Cat. I think Doja Cat was the one who brought it back.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, I love this Mexican pizza, and then they talk about
Well,
like,
no,
all right,
they-
we're bringing
people
it
were
back.
petitioning
I've-
because
Yeah.
they were so mad that they took
I've
it off
had
the
it
menu.
a few times already.
That's how I
and-
feel about the McRib.
I've already had it several times.
That's
And
how I
then
feel about the
someone
McRib.
Someone even TikToked. They took a cheese roll up from Taco Bell. It's just a tortilla with cheese in it, and they opened it up and put 2 slices of the Mexican pizza in it and folded it up. And I was like, I'll try that. It's pretty fabulous.
That was what?
Am I gonna have to do that now?
Please don't.
There's a Taco Bell nearby, right?
Yeah, right across the street. Yeah, true that. All right, guys, that's the show. We're gonna round it off. I only went long because, like I said, every time something goes wrong, I'm like, I throw all the rules out the window. I try to keep it a tight 30, but I was like, fuck it. Cat knocked the camera off.
The cat was literally out the bag.
Yeah,
Literally.
like literally out the bag and knocked the stream out. So I'm like, screw it. So let's go around the table, guys. If you want to reach out, let us know what you guys think. Send us topics of what you guys want us to talk about, and we'll maybe we'll put it on the show and we'll give you guys a quick shout out like we do every week. So going around the table, starting off with Joy. If people want to reach out to you online, where can they find you?
My TikTok is just Joy, and I have a Etsy store, Scrub Caps and More by Joy, and an Instagram, Scrub Hats and More by Joy.
And
Something like that.
awesome. And from the unoriginal comics, right?
That's right. The Unoriginal Comics. You can find us at the Unoriginal Comics.
Blowing up on YouTube. I seen it.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
your shorts are really doing good.
Yes, and we've been uploading shorts for
Short videos, not
yes.
the underwear that he's wearing. By the way,
How did you know that?
yeah,
Okay.
because I know where your mind goes. Eat
But,
my shorts.
But we're on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and just find us the Unoriginal Comics, and we post there a lot during the week. So.
There's your camera right there.
Oh, I'm looking at this one.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought we were looking at that one.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we're looking at-
I did have the
yeah.
white there. I'm back to the
'Cause,
wide
like,
shot. There
I
you
know
go.
that's the white shot. I'm like,
Yeah,
all right,
I'm back
this
on
is
the
the
wide
one I'm
shot. There
talking
you
to,
go.
right?
But now I'm
Okay.
close on you. Now I'm gonna close up on you now. There you go.
Hello.
No, don't do that.
Follow me.
Stagliato.
Stagliato?
Negroni. Stagliato with Prosecco. That's how. That's. I'll show you after the show.
That reminds me of that She-Hulk thing where she's like, I'm Madison, but the Y is not where you think
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, with two N's and a Y, but not where you think.
And
This one right
also-
here knows how to do that one.
How about those Stros?
And how about those Astros, man? Are we winning? Are we back up on
It's
top?
still 3-2.
Good.
We're
We're
winning
still
at the
winning.
moment.
Keep it going.
Keep it going.
Yeah, go Stros, go Stros. Real quick, speaking about Madison, this was on the news.
Oh, was it that they were going to give her like her own
They're
show?
thinking about giving her own show.
That's crazy.
Now, I would argue that it should start off with
Well,
what she went
Wongers.
through with. That was one of the ideas. What she went through when she went through that.
When she came out with a
That-
heart in her hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be the first episode. But the premise that they're working on is like somebody on the John Campbell show, Robert Meyer, it was like you could see the MCU through the eyes of just a regular person like Madison, but a character that she is, and make it funny, but going through everything that she's that the MCU universe has gone through, but through the eyes of a person like Madison. I was like, that would be funny. Like not the but the blip. Like, could you imagine she's on a date and then her blip, and her date blips or something like that? He just totally vanished on me.
Yeah.
So toxic.
And then let's say 5 years later, she's going on a date with another guy, and she gets a
and the
phone
dude
call
shows
from the
up.
guy, hey, I died 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on a date
Yeah,
again?
like no, like she blames him for ghosting, like the ultimate, like stuff like that.
Ultimate ghost, dude.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
It's the ultimate ghosting.
Yeah.
So, like they said that on Spider-Man, right? So my ex-wife pretended to be blipped because she didn't want to be with me anymore. I'm telling you, they could do something funny, but I think a Madison show would work. I still feel like she's something. There's something about her because, like, whatever that deal that she made with that goat's named Jake or something like that. I feel like she's now. I think bringing her back in Agatha would make more sense. Because
she's getting her own show.
Agatha. Yeah. So I feel maybe I wouldn't want a Madison show, maybe an Agatha show. Let us know what you guys think. Put in the box below. Would you want to see a Madison show? And then appreciate you guys for talking with us. We'll talk next time. Hopefully I'll get all the bugs and glitches fixed because I feel visually I had the show going. I got it pretty tight, but then that damn cat.